inspired you or added to how you are nowadays?
Okay.
And the second part is, you know, with all the great cartoons and animations and stuff like that, how was it working with the cast of Gears of War?
Oh, okay. All right, that's an interesting. Okay, so the first part, you want to know. I already forgot the first part. Red eye. Blame it on the red eye. Who inspired me? You know, it's interesting because my inspirations were stand-up comics. Growing up in the 70s, you know, it was the era of you would buy a comedy album and hide it from your family and go listen to it, you know, with headphones on, you know. And I would listen to, I had George Carlin's Class Clown album. I listened to it over and over and over and over, you know. Hey, the artificial fire under the arm, you know, all those bits, you know, all those little bits, and he would do, you know, and I loved Billy Crystal growing up because he used to do the Howard Cosell, you know, Muhammad Ali, and that was like the first like impression like I did of it was of Billy Crystal doing them, like, you know, Muhammad, tell us how you feel about the upcoming fight. You know,
you gotta talk about Joe Frazier. I'm a woman, I'm gonna take it from her.
And so it's just those, you know, Steve Martin, you know, like all those, you know, just Richard Pryor was a huge influence. That's why it's so vivid, I'm sorry. But Richard was, I mean, like, you know, the first person I met when I came up here was Stoney. He opened the barber shop. You know, the old mudbone bits and stuff like that, and, you know, you hear that those are the things. And just growing up, like, you listen to how people talk, you know. So, I mean, it was stand-up comedians, but, you know, now I get to work with all these people that listen to the same albums that I did and were inspired by the same things, you know. I mean, we all sit there. I mean, you know, you got me, Rob Paulson, D. Bradley Baker, you know, Jeff Bennett, all in the same room, and Kevin Michael Richardson, all in the same room, talking about, you know, old Richard Pryor bits and old, you know, Class Clown bits, and we all listen to Wild and Crazy Guys, so we all know the. I mean, it's just, you know, yeah. And the Gears of War thing, it was a lot of fun. The only stuff I really recorded with the other guys was the stuff that I recorded with Carlos Ferro, who plays Dom, and we did those final scenes together. We did them together, and then we did them separate too. I know we got both takes. They did a lot of coverage on that because it's important to the storyline. Carlos was great in that episode. Very sad to see Dom go, kind of stuff. But yeah, those are, you know. I saw somebody over there with a Lancer sticking up, by the way. Yes. What's your question?
My question is, like, if Futurama got sent to death by Newsweek for a second time,
Yes.
how do you feel about, like, pretty much retiring an iconic voice you have? And is there a chance you guys might come back in some other, like, media?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I have a gig in September to do a Simpsons Futurama crossover. And we're recording that in September, and that'll come out, I don't know, I guess sometime in mid 2014, something like that. As far as the show is concerned, I mean, it's just not in production anymore. It's not over. We've come back to life so many times. It's zombie Futurama at this point. And I don't know if Matt has something up his sleeves. I mean, it's Matt Groening. You know, he can do it himself if he wants to. So, I mean, it's one of the best gigs I've ever had in my life, period. And it'll be sad if it's really over, if it's done. But at least I got the shot. At least I hung in there. I got nominated I won an Annie Award. I got nominated for an Emmy one year. I'm good.
Maurice and Morris finally got
2 Emmys for crying out loud. Like, I mean, we beat our peers.